And welcome back for another Joan of Arc speedrun. Last time we kind of failed a little bit with Paris, and now we will be going to our final Joan of Arc scenario, which is a perfect murder. No world record time on this, and to be honest, it's a pretty short, and it's mostly execution based. I really don't think there's any faster strategy you can do, but nonetheless, get into the scenario. Okay, so here we are in Joan 6, and this one is definitely supposed to be like the big climactic culmination of the Joan of Arc campaign. You have one last big battle with Burgundy, and then there's, the English at Castillon, and then there's Shrewsbury, who's there for a reason. But anyway, you start with only Guy Jocelyn, who is the narrator of the campaign, in case you didn't notice, and the cart bearing the French flag. So we just have to walk a little bit over this way, then we will be getting some villagers, and a big old army of, post-Imperial Age units. Yes, we actually get fully upgraded Hussars, Arbalest Champions, and Paladins. I don't even know how they did this, but it's like the units are just Gaia post-Imp, but they have all the upgrades, but no bonuses. I don't know. And we can also get the artillery that is over here. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to immediately then attack this fortification held by Burgundy. You can see they have a pretty sizable army, but certainly not one that this post-imp army can't deal with. And you're supposed to destroy the town center and the castle, at which point the base will become yours. All the towers will be deleted, but the base itself, I guess as in the houses and these fortified walls, will become yours, and they will tribute you some resources. And that is, in fact, 400 food, 50 gold, 150 stone, and 2,000 wood. At that point, you're kind of supposed to build up, maybe take out Shrewsbury over here, who just trains some cavaliers and doesn't really do a whole lot else. And then attack the English at Castillon, who have a bajillion towers and castles and post-imp British stuff. Also, Burgundy has another town over here, so even when you take their first base, they won't resign. They'll still build up, and then they'll make an army of mostly infantry and monks, if I recall correctly. But ultimately, the goal is simply to get the cart carrying the French flag to this hill over here, marked by the flags. Nothing else is actually necessary. None of your other heroes need to survive, and you don't really need to actually defeat the Burgundians or anything like that. So this is really just a how quickly can you get this little trade cart over here. So the game plan is just going to be, we're going to send Guy first, as he is faster, but immediately send the trade cart behind, send him right over here where we get our first, the first of the two armies. And once we get the starting 6 villagers, you'll notice that we start with 100 food and 100 wood. So that means we can build a lumber camp, right here would be the closest, and then start gathering wood. However, one of the villagers will go ahead and send with us because we will need to be building a dock. So this big old city at Castillon is very, very heavily fortified, as you can see. No amount of trickery and gate opening stuff can really help you because they're in Imperial Age. There are 2 sets of gates and there are all these towers and longbowmen, so you can't really cheese it through that way. Meaning that you either have to go through the gates and walls and stuff, which will take a while, or you have to transport to the one area that is not walled in Castillon, which is this little shoreside river thing that has a cannon galleon in it and a couple galleons guarding it. So, of course, in the most anticlimactic way possible, we are going to end up deleting most everything. While we send one villager and the trade cart and Guy forward, he will be joined by Constable Richemont and these paladins. And we delete everybody else, including these guys. Except the villagers, of course. Because we need population space. Because we need to build a transport ship. And we have no houses or anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to be sending Guy forward, and we're going to patrol him right around here. You can also use Constable Richemont if you want, but I'd prefer to use Guy because we need the Constable later. Because he has more HP. And I think he's also a little bit faster, if I recall correctly. But we'll be patrolling Guy, and exactly Guy here, because otherwise the monk will convert the unit, and the monk cannot convert heroes, obviously. So this will draw the fire, and we will then be sending the one villager, the paladins, and Constable Richemont all over this away. Again, once we approach this guard tower, we will be patrolling a paladin back and forth, also trying to debate the fire of this tower. And then we will be building a dock over here, and all the while sending the remaining units and stuff over this way. Also, while this is going on, we will be needing to build a couple houses. Just 2 houses is all you need. Then you will delete the units that will get you down to 9 out of 10 population. You just delete any excess paladins you have. And then the transport will come out. Usually Burgundy will be attacking you at this point, so you gotta be careful. And then you'll have 1 paladin patrol around here, which will distract the fire of these ships. And then you will send everyone else in the transport and land right here. Now, landing right here puts you immediately in danger of all of these units. So you kind of need to get lucky, which is one of the reasons I'm not the biggest fan of this speedrun. But yeah, you need to get lucky and not have the trade cart just get killed instantly, which is rather difficult. But you want to send Constable Richemont and whatever paladins you were able to keep, and then send them up. Send just the trade cart up this way. Hopefully everything else will be distracted by your, few cavalry units. And then you will need to go over here, to victory, and you need to just dip, dodge, and dive this bombard tower. The cannonballs are pretty slow, but they have ballistics, so it's still kind of tricky and random. But then you get here and then you win. So that's really it. It's very short. It's obviously you're not doing anything close to what the scenario was, quote-unquote, intended to be played like, but obviously that's not the point of a speedrun. But yeah, my time isn't especially great, but it's still, I think, within 1 minute of the world record, so, I mean, it's alright-ish, I guess. So I will be showing you that now. And here we are. Now, it's very easy to see all of the little inefficiencies and mistakes I made, but I, did a decent amount of attempts on this one. I think I did, probably 20 overall. And I couldn't really get a better time. So, yeah, people who have better execution than me will definitely be able to get, I think, better times than me on this one. Anyway, you can see that we will be instantly sending 5 of our 6 villagers to wood, and the 6th villager, of course, will come with us. Then we'll send Guy forward, as he will not be converted. Make sure he's on no attack, and then just delete everyone else, because who cares? Well, actually, I do, because I need them dead for the population space. And kill everyone else. Yeah, you can see one of my villagers is being dumb and is lumberjacking at a rather distant location. So yeah, Guy will be dying at this point, alas. Send 1 paladin forward to debate the tower fire. That paladin will be taking damage. There's no real way you can avoid that because they do have ballistics, but, he'll last a little while. Then we will be sending some people forward. Building a house. Kind of tricky to time all this. Also, the villagers like to be very inefficient for no reason. But yeah, building the dock right there, as close as possible. I think I sent one of those paladins back as a contingency paladin in case the other one died. But once that villager completes her task, she will die. And waiting on the wood. Probably could have done that a lot more efficiently. Then, uh-oh, fail. Delete 1 villager. I accidentally left 1 too many paladins alive. But such is life. That guy gets stuck for no reason. And, oh, it's a close thing, but alas. Just kidding. We did make it. So, garrison everyone on up. And yeah, use that paladin to debate the fire from the galleons. And the cannon galleon, of course. Also, make sure you sail away from the keep. That's near the little river stream thing. And, yep, we eat an onager shot. And I think we eat another one. Yep. But really, we just need to distract the enemy fire as best we can. Debating the scorpion fire. And now we need to debate the bombard tower fire. Oh, that was close. And then we finally make it, and then instantly lose the trade card. But we still win. And we will be ending with a time of 6:42. So that was the Joan of Arc campaign speedrun. Since it was my first speedrun, there were definitely a lot of mistakes I made. My times weren't all that great, but I still found it really fun to do, and just for interest, I guess, I actually did record and calculate and tab up all of the time I spent doing this campaign for a total of 54 minutes and 9 seconds for all of the 6 scenarios. You can see that did the first 2 in under 6 minutes. The third one was definitely the longest at 15:07. Joan 4 we got in under 10 minutes, which was nice. Joan 5 we got in 11:53, which was nice. And then Joan 6 was a little on the slow side at 6:42. Because I enjoyed this and you guys enjoyed this, it seems, I will be doing Saladin next, so I will continue doing another speedrun for another campaign. I don't know how many of these I'm going to do, so I'm not going to do all of the campaigns probably, but I'll probably do several here and there as long as you guys keep enjoying them. So yeah, definitely leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.